Right, so let's get back into it. Welcome back to the Beaver Party. If I'm not mistaken, we were at the point of setting up more power and the the big farm. So we can get some methane going. Oh, the medium mine. Yeah, medium mine on one side and big farm on the other. Or we already did that last week. I don't remember. I'm having a huge blank. But I know dynamite is the solution to every problem, so quite sure the title's gonna be fitting anyway. Worst case, I'll correct it for the upload of the VOD on YouTube. So hopefully we get at least half of that going on today. Best case scenario, we do both, but dynamite eats a ton of paper. Okay, no, we were there. So we still need to blast that down, get this thing too deep, and okay, we started the blasting to the medium mine. So that's also coming into play. Okay, good. At least we know where we are. While we're at it, I'll drop those three, put them in lower priority so we remember, and let's get going. The bad tide just started. We're good on water, we got plenty of booze, so we could start making salts a bit more, but we're making tar because reasons. Bigger tanks, of course. And no good selected down there. Well, that's done. We're munching that scrap metal at lightning speed. It's not even funny. Other options for that are over here, which is quite a ride, but not too bad. I guess if we can go... Oh, that's 2 down. Okay, if we go 2 down, you come across, you can cut all of that, go up, up, up there and munch on all of this. That would be nice. And on the other side, where is it? There. That's not too bad of a ride. I think I want to go there first. So let's take our super duper stairs now that we're good on logs and start our path to the scrap. Something like this. Here we go. That easy. Are we loaded on logs? Yes, but not for long. That's gonna be gone real quick. Once we start building those back up. Wait. What's, okay, no, that's the wizard hat. Just to be sure. I want to catch those other little thingy-majiggies. Farmers, we've seen it. Miner, I don't remember seeing it. Well, there and there. Nerds, we've seen it. This can get started too, but I don't think that the water cannon would be strong enough to reach there. would be fun though. I like that thing. What's the reach on this? And no, that's not gonna make it. Okay. Would have been fun, but doesn't work. Would it even work? Well, can work there. Problem is it's gonna be too much in the back. So I don't think we're gonna get to mess around too much with it. Unless if it has a filter, could use it to fill this one up, make this hole much bigger and have some other plantation going out up there. But that's way further down the line. I don't want to keep focus on that right now. No, tar, I think we got a good chunk to make a few tanks. Let's get back to salts. We can get that running a bit. You are going to be doing... don't need strong alcohol. Pollution factor, I don't need it that... I think I can almost like pause this building? Question mark. Because decon agent is going to eat my shrooms. I don't have what I need for the endothermic essence. And strong alcohol, we're knee deep in it. Okay, it's gonna go down fast. So let's see how it goes with the salt going and we'll see what we do from there. Because as soon as we can get salt going to get this on better science, that's gonna help. Granted, we're already at 600. What was next to unlock? Did I unlock the huge farm last time? Nope. Well, that's an easy one. We're gonna need that. And mining, we're gonna need medium mine. So let's get it right away. That's gonna be done. Since those are the two targets of today, that's gonna be set. Now dynamite. Don't have any. You're making it, right? No, you're making ropes. You're making it. Yes. You're slow on nitro. Okay. Yeah, we're out. Shit. Okay, so no more brain salts. We need nitro. Too bad. No, I hate this step where you have to micromanage everything. I hate it. But it's part of the deal. That's why I want to really get going on the medium mine, make the quartz. Berry juice were loaded. Oil were loaded. What else can we do in there that we need? And we can't compress the books because we don't have enough. And to get all those books, we need the paper. But the paper, we need it for the dynamite. But you know what? Maybe we start making some right now to be ahead of the curve. Doesn't seem that far-fetched. Because we're gonna need a good chunk of it when time comes. And we also need to fancify that blueprint and copy it. I think first things first, we're gonna have to build those two guys. I got no idea where I want them. One thing is, I want them somewhat close to each other. So if I put this guy right there, sorry, yeah, they're gonna be able to reach, but that's to fancify it. Then we're gonna need to copy it, because we're gonna need more than one, that's sure. At least two. I don't think we're gonna need like 10 of those, but at least two. Okay, any of those, we're gonna need the salts. But if I do salt, I'm not doing nitro. So basically everything's on hold. Even the basic bomb is in there, right? Yeah. No, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So we need 3 sets of glassware. So that's gonna stick to nitro for as long as we can. Medium mine and farmhouse, just to be sure. Mine is way more important. That's the big bottleneck right now. At least we're gonna be able to do something up here. That one is not a house, but we don't have the glass. We're gonna have to stick to this one. Let's do this, this. We can have one little platform right there. Ooh, that's too high. No, that's okay. That's too high, like too much height, not too like number 2. Okay, change of plans. Because I'm gonna need more than that. So let's do this, this, and this. At least to get started. And some scavenger flags. Nope. I don't know if we can still do that. That used to be a thing, and it still is. Yay! There we go. And one there. With that, I think we're gonna be good to grab a good chunk of that. Let's just get those little guys going first. And this is almost done. Okay. Don't think I'm gonna do anything there unless we do something like really big and make the bamboo in there. But that's way, way, way far in the future. That would prevent some blasting, but it would have to do a lot of houses and stuff to just get that along. And it's gone. Bye-bye. There we go. One more thing done. Now I remember the other thing was to do. Do we have ropes now? Not really. Oh yeah, we got a few. Okay, so let's get going. This side. That works. If I can make one overhang right there, that would be one more. Later on we can change them as much as we want. So let's go with this one. Right there and this. And can start thinking about loading that up with power. For now we're making way more than we need, but this is too much product. What? How can we be overstocked on paper? Okay, we need to get the other place going to do the thing, to make the other thing, so we can do the thing. So, where do we want that? I'm still kind of in a... Early on, there's too much stuff to get going, to figure out like more bigger project, as long as we can't like divert the bad water up here and start thinking about really making a huge dam maybe up here to keep good water in. That could be a place. We can't do that from the two. Ooh. With that and a triple bridge, we can reach the other side. So getting there is an option. So we can start bulldozing all those trees that are in the way, grab the wood, and think about doing something in that hole. How wide is it? 4? Wait. That's 4. Oops. That is 4 wide. That needs power. And we're gonna need 1 on steel, 1 on drill bits, 1 on solar thingies. I'm not sure, but 1 on goals. We need at least 3 of those. So let's say we use this as the side to get started. We actually need to go down. Like this. Okay, that's not an emergency at all. We're far from the ruins and all that stuff, so let's not waste dynamite there for now. You know what? We'll remove them. Because now we can reach. So we're going to remove this and start placing the workshops up here. We can have at least 2. That should never get into bad water. At least I hope. And once that this is in place, we're going to be able to have at least a stack of 2. So let's say the first 2 we're going to do... well, I will have to do the power still. That's another monster, but I think If we can just get like one or two of the ginormous wheels. How pricey are those again? 1.5k. That's gonna take a minute. But apart from that, we can get everything, I think. Just need to see the blueprint of that. Nothing we can't make, so yeah, but that we're gonna need a couple of those blueprints. So there again, question comes back to where do I want to put my artist and copyist lodge? Are we done there? Good. Kaboom. And one more layer. Voila. That should do it. Once we blast this, medium mine, we can get going on quartz. But that doesn't solve the issue for the method. Kind of forgot that part. Oops. And methane, there's no real good option for it. We need to have someplace too deep. I need to remember though for the lotus. Not the lotus. Yeah, that's the lotus. Yes. Is it? Okay. The Ninfar at least is the one that you harvest constantly. The flowers, we don't need those right away in a super emergency, but it's gonna come in real quick. So we're gonna keep blasting this down. How many do we get per? We get 3 every 8 day, and methane we get. Wait, where is it? Okay, we double up on the numbers. So for every plant we have is gonna be 6 methane every 8 days. Like, I don't even consider the 8 hours to make it at that point. And we need okay, we need 75 per set. So if we plant what, 10 would be 60, so let's say 15 to be rough. We harvest that, what I said, 3 or 4 times we need it. We need at least 3 plus 1 for the ENS. And we're gonna need more than 1 ENS the way I see it. So we need at least, like, let's say 5-ish glassware to be safe. And the luxury storage, oh, 25, okay, we're good. Let's get one of those right now. That's a nice spot to get it. Boop. And this one's gonna be for the glassware. Here we go. I don't think we're gonna need 25, but I'd rather have some done ahead of time than be last minute and shit, we're short, guys. So give me like 5 more hours because we need to go back and dig, make one more, replant stuff, and yada yada yada. Shit, they're eating that kimchi super fast. Actually, my food is looking real bad. What the hell's going on? How are we that low? Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Okay, berries, you're not gathering fast enough. But anyway, the idea with berries, are we still making the bars? Okay, that's a problem, because that's supposed to change 5, 8, 11, and 14 food into 22 food, and we're not running those. That's bad. So let's get those back online. And the harvester, gatherer thingy. We have everything we need to build that. Let's do it. If I can just figure out how to place it on. Come on, tell me I don't need like a tower on the other side and... Okay, no, it goes there. Perfect. Booyah. Yes, thank you. So we're gonna be able to free this little guy up. It's gonna be like icy berries are not being harvested, so that's time wasted. And I think that this is gonna reach... Okay, it's not gonna reach everything, but it's gonna reach a good chunk of it. And we're gonna be able to remove those since our wood issues are kind of solved for now. So let's not replant at least those to get more berries. That's Bob, right? Okay. I still want to try and grab like one of those guys to see if they have like the cute little mining hat or something. But I always think about it like midday when they don't work. Okay, you're gonna have to be planting everything. You're gonna be harvesting rice, and you're gonna be harvesting everything. Good. That's almost done. Gonna have to excuse me, got a little phone call I gotta take, so I'll leave you with the beavers. Nothing too dangerous should happen. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about the silence. Just an old friend from school, and we get to talk like once every 6 months or something, so I didn't want to just turn him off because I was playing some video games. So, I guess you understood what's going on. We're waiting for dynamite here, dynamite there. I realized that I forgot that I was only 3 deeps on this side, so we're just gonna do a quick fix from there. That should not be too long. I don't understand why they've not done that yet. It's too far. Why is it? Ah, come on. Well, okay, mistakes were made. Now I get it. So we're gonna be able to get that done. Clear this, make 2 workshop up there, and get ready for next step of the expansion. So if we go bamboo, if I'm not mistaken, it can go up to 7 deep. So probably we could have like a bamboo farm, like basically this brick from this 3 to, let's say, this corner, something like that, because we're gonna need a lot of that later on. And that's one of the big ones. Maybe we could plant some down there, but it's been updated also, so just to be sure. Okay, we can harvest it to get the ropes, but the bamboo shots on the right is the only one we used to need. They used to give wood. And honestly, for the ropes, we got a decent production for now, and I don't see where. Probably I missed it. Maybe there's somewhere in there that you need ropes like full time. I don't know. Gonna have to look that up when we get there, because I don't really see a need to chop out the bamboo if we just have this making rope non-stop. Yeah, it's slow. Okay, it's sucking out sunflowers, but sunflowers, I'm quite sure we'll still have a clockwork farm for those guys. Yeah, so basically they're free at that point. It's just a little bit of logs, and that little bit of logs, well, we can get it from this guy. And this is saw blades. Saw blades, we get those from this guy, and we get that from coal that we're going to be mining non-stop with the giga drill. That's fine, we need it. And the scrap metal, we're going to be making that in the huge foundry, plus we're getting science out of it. So I don't really see a problem. Worst case, we get 2 of those, something like that. If we really need like more plant fiber versus chopping out the bamboo, needing it, and all that stuff. So yeah. Oops. Talking about whoopsies. That was forgotten. Okay, are we doing it now? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna remove those 4. And get going on the workshop. Now, if I want to be a bit smart about it, at least for now, we're gonna have to suck power from that river. So what I'm thinking, we're gonna blast down. Okay, we blast down, or we go for the giga wheels. Well, that's weird. Yeah, because if I want to fit 2, Hmm. Yeah, I'd like to fit 2 giant wheels in there. Because that's a pretty nice spot for it, but I think it's too high. Yeah. So we need to blast one down. Because that's gonna need a ton of power too. Wait, is that only 2? Oh, okay, fine. Okay. So we're gonna come with this path up there. Here's the plan. First, that's 2, 3, 4, so we don't even need to build weird stuff to get across. We're gonna have the 2 workshops to get up there. Then we go over the workshop to go across. We just why like just cut out of that. Don't bother with those because injuries. We don't need that. We go to the other side. Same thing. And from there we can have at least 2 if not 4 of those giga wheels. I'd say we can have at least 4. So that's 5 wide. If we stop there, we say 1, 2, 3 plus the thorns. Yeah, so we can have 4 giga wheels right there. That's a lot of power. Plus we can stack a couple batteries on top of the workshop there with a decent height. So the workshops are going to move up there. But that makes me think zip lines to go from the top, like there, back down. Because that's a lot of traveling time. I kind of like that. Okay, but if I make... Okay, well that's still gonna be lower. Because I gotta keep in mind, if I want to use that for power, I need in some way, shape or form, be sure that the water still flows. So I cannot go too high on the dam thingy to make the bamboo. So basically the top of the workshop would be the max I would go, question mark, or Maybe I could keep it up. Okay, because I'm gonna have to bring the shaft this way. Get back there. That can all be done with platforms. And this side, ooh, I gotta keep in mind also I cannot put like wheel number 4 in there if I want to keep that as the way out. But if I have that as the way out, I can put a couple wheels down there. And we're loaded on gears, so you know what? Let's get... we're still short on nitro. Are we done with this? Nope. Okay. We need to finish this, put the mine in place. Then I can take a little break on the nitro just for a minute. No, because I can't do that. We need to dig this also. It has to be too deep. Well, to be fair, I can do it with like 10 dynamites. It's going to take a bit more time, but at least we're going to have stuff going. Because right now, food is a bit concerning. Like, I cannot get anything else that's going to give me more housing for my beavers if I don't expand my food. This one is... nothing. Are you sitting on your ass somewhere? Okay, because you're done. Okay. That's not good. You're a lumberjack. You don't really need to exist, so we'll pause you. Because you cover all of this. And this is not there to be lumberjacked. Risen, we're loaded. Yeah, because all of that is going to go away. Gonna have to do maybe a bridge and a up over, something like that. So we can plant more pumpkins on this side. But one of the biggest deals is going to be get Lotus going so we can get that methane. I was expecting to get both done today. But first we've been at 1 XP for forever, but I don't mind it. It's not a race. Ask anyone who's ever tried this faction, it takes time. It's not something you go at it and say, okay, let's speedrun it. And no. And also I had my friend calling in, so it took a couple minutes of my attention, but honestly, I don't think there's anything different I could have done to make it any faster. This is happening, this is getting done. I'm really happy about that little hole I found to get that 2-up thingy. Maybe if we can push for 3 up there, that would be nice. Because, yeah, that's basically what you need in the end. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. I need to double check the solar cells. Do we need that for something? Bots don't need it. Clockwork parts don't need it. Ships don't need it. Yeah, so basically the solar cells, we don't need that forever. They're not getting consumed, from what I can understand. Oh, except maybe in there. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, the glassware is getting consumed. Ooh. Me no likey. It's not much, but it means you have to keep it going non-stop. So that would be number 4. Because we need steel, drill bits, glassware, gold. Yeah. Okay, well, at least the solar is not being used, but the glassware being used non-stop. Not sure I like it that much. Okay, what's using it? Stuff we can do elsewhere. Where was it? There. Yeah, tar. Okay, so it's okay. No, if it's making science while doing it, I'd rather do it in here. So we want to use that because the salt anyway. Now there's this snorting station that we have access to. Whatever. We're gonna want to make that forever. Dynamite is not something we want to make forever. At one point, it's gonna be done. Same with strong alcohol, because if the main place we're using it is to make the brain salts. So if we're not using it to make the brain salts, we basically don't care too much about that. I don't want to make synthetic pine resin. Well, okay, we could do it for science, but whatever. But the basic bomb, okay, medical bomb, name been changed. Sorry, my bad. But that one we're gonna need it forever. Beavers are gonna be injured all the time, every day of the week. Every job in there's a chance of injury, and some of them are just crazy high. So we're gonna need like 2 of those, I would say. One for the brain salt and one for the bomb. Okay. Well, that's only one that needs it, but still, it's gonna have to be done. Worst case, doing the pine resin there with saltpeter, sunflower oil. Oh my, wow. Nah. Okay, that's like, I'm painted in a corner, I don't know what to do. That can work, but I don't think it's worth it. I think that really this is the price money one. For the science, coal, easy. Resistance factor, decently easy. Bad water, I mean, it's all over the place. You can get it, no problem. So that's the big one to get. And then the bomb, because at some point I want to get them not sick, obviously. No fucking way. And we need more ENS stuff. Yay! How bad is this one? Oh, that's big. I hope that's for the Zeppelin, not for the basic balloons. Okay, well, that's not as bad as it looks. Could be worse. Okay, that's good. Anyway, we're not there yet, so just want to be sure that those two... Oh, you little... I hope you didn't. Yes, we can fancy. Can we copy? Okay, nice. I got scared for a second there, because if you can't copy it, it means that every time you need one, you need to go over the process of making one with all of that stuff. That takes 16 days, but that's 16 days in working hours. So that's basically what, 25, 30 days? Okay, good. At least it can be copied. Talking about that, I still did not copy the one for the farmhouse, but we're not ready yet. But can we kaboom the mine? Yay! Come on down, you beautiful. Let's go. Yes! Here we are. Okay, we're gonna need one more kaboom. Nope, don't even need to. I think I can put it there? Question mark? Yes. Perfect. Here we go. Bang. Build this. Now. Me want to mine. And for now, at least, we can use it for coal. Because we're always short on it. And then later on, we can use it for quartz. Also, it's a nice backup for water in case we're like in a pickle and a bit stuck. But hopefully, we don't have to do it. Saltpeter, I think we're good. Salt, we're not really making something that needs it. But yeah, quartz, gold, iron, we're not using it yet. It's gonna come later on when we run out of scrap on the map. But for now, we still got that getting drained. And this pile to get to. So that's cool. We still got time before we need that. Missing ingredient. Coal. Yeah, we're not making metal blocks because we don't have coal. Okay. That's gonna happen one day. And they're gonna be ready to remove those as soon as this is done. But I wanna see the mine today. That was one of the two targets. As I said at the start, I don't think we're gonna reach both. Because it's quite time consuming. All those little steps and all the stuff I forget on the way. But food also is getting down a bit too much for my liking. So maybe we take a little break on science and start to make books. So that's a lot of food being chucked down. Yeah, okay. Let's make the books. We need 200 of those. This can store 100. So we're gonna wait for the first one to be made. Because I don't remember where you store those. To look at making at least the first 200. But one thing is sure, we're gonna need more than that. We can make at least 75 with the pens we have now. I don't think we're making pens at the moment because this guy is making ropes, but they don't have plant fibers. Let's make them toys for now. And this one is making my kaboom. But we're short on nitro because we have only one of those, because we don't have the glassware that we need this to get the glassware to process, and this with the methane we are planning to plant there the lotus to get to the methane. Okay, circle completed. And of course we're gonna plant a crap ton of pumpkins on this field. So that's gonna go away. Maybe we can even chop it out right now. That's gonna be done. Yeah, let's cut it out. So when the time comes, we're gonna be ready. Pumpkins. Pumpkins are super efficient food-wise. And then we just make little like 2 steps down there. Do a little kaboom job. We can even have like a little bridgey thingy to go on the other side. We carve all of this out. Make more pumpkins. And food is going to be much better. Because when we put down the large farmhouse, that's... How many beavers live there? 12? Yeah, 12. We're kind of tight on food. Not too bad, but it's tickling down a bit too fast for my liking. With plus 12 beavers, that can become a problem. Hopefully it will not be, but you never know. Just give me mine. It's mine. Are we there yet? Only logs. And logs, we're good. Okay. Ladders are in. Smack, smack, smack. Come on. I know you can do it. We need a little bit of decors up here while we're at it, so let's do. A little walkway to get to it. Something like this. Yeah, we can do that. Wait, what? Here we go. Okay, no, you're doing... you know what? Let's do coal for now. We're gonna put a little pause on... Wait, I want to see if they got their cool hats. Oh, nice. That's cool. I love it. The guys are always in there all day long, so you don't see it. Oh, I want to... Wait. I want to see if it's the same thing for the other one. You... Okay, same safety ad. Good. Yeah, so we can take a little break on this one, at least for now. That's saltpeter. No, we're good. Maybe we can even go only one. We're not processing fast enough to make two, and this is mountain salt. We're not using it at all. Yeah, well, maybe when we start getting the pumpkin and want to make chips. But chips, it's kind of weird the way it works. It's like you reduce the amount of food you're getting from the... words. You're reducing the amount of food you're getting from your pumpkins because like chips don't feed the same amount of food need as whatever's going on. I don't know. It's kind of like the sunflower seeds. They don't really give a good amount of food. Like when you look at a beaver like that, let's say that it's plus 10 on this side, minus 10 on this side. When you reach minus 10, you're dead. Well, eating like one sunflower seed, let's say, is going to give you 1. Eating one pumpkin is going to give you 4, but eating pumpkin chips is going to give you 1 also. So it's kind of weird, but you get... is it still a boost for the chips? Yeah, chips is a solid plus 4. So that would be nice to get going, but if it doesn't feed them enough... Like if you eat one slice of bacon, you're happy. You got your bacon need filled. You feel good. I had bacon. But you're going to be hungry in like 30 seconds after one slice. But you got your bacon need. That's exactly how pumpkin chips work. You're going to get that need filled. You're going to be happy about it. But you're going to be starving. Come on, guys. Can we do that? Nice. So, step 1, done. For now, we're going to use it for coal. And I think we're going to do... nice. I got 3 squares. Perfect. So, we're going to do a couple piles. Right here, across the road. So let's say we're gonna do one's gonna be for quartz when we get to it. gotta be shitting me. That has to be in a warehouse. Okay, that's all gonna be coal. That's it. I don't plan on mining anything else. And if we have an overstock, I'll just swap them into quartz. Something like that. Like that. And I don't want to paint myself in the corner, so let's do this. You're going to be quartz. Where is it? There. Look at you go. Good job. Well, I like also how now everything is like related to what they're carrying. Like now we got this bag of coal, barrels of water. That's cool. People don't enjoy enough like watching this game on close up like that, I think. Ooh, who's that? New. Okay. Hello, you. I think I've seen them all now. Don't want to say I did because might have missed one, but I think I caught all of the special beavers. Workshop. Ooh, anvils. I forgot about that part. Okay, well, we're gonna have to get that going also. So we said one for the steel, one for the drills, one for the glass, and one for the gold. Or we go... Ooh. You know what? Even better. We're gonna do a little backtracking on this one. All of that is going away. Grab that back. You are gonna have to make some anvils. Anyway, we're decent on metal blocks. I don't see where I'm gonna use them that quickly. And coal should come in decently fast. We still got people in the clay pit, right? Yes. And they're bored because we have nothing to do. They can't make gold yet because we don't have dirt. Wait, did that change? No, okay, it's dirt to gold. Good. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4. And back here, we're gonna need something, at least something like this to get the power up in there. But I don't want to have to platform all the way. That's a lot of... Oh no, those are still only scrap metal. Corner ones are more expensive, but corner one would fit. Quite nicely at this level. I don't think I can do that. Let's try it, just for fun. That would be... Like, I need to get into trying that layered stuff. So that would be cornered, right? Nope. Can I see somewhere if I'm at the right place? Anyone? Okay, so that's the right corner. So that should work if I can do that. Platform can be attached to the side of a cliff. can be attached. Okay. Shame sport. Well, I removed the other one, so... Okay. Let me just take a quick nap of this. It's not gonna let me do it. Because I want to send that to the guy that makes the mod. He's amazing. Like those little details, if he thinks it should fit, he will do it. He will make it happen. I know. Or if it's super stupid and it's just like, no, it's gonna need like 50 million hours of trial and whatever doesn't work, he's just gonna be straight up front about it and say, nope, not happening. But if no one asks, it's not happening. Okay, well, I'm gonna do it like this and make some paint drawing over it later. Because that'd be nice. I think that's a really nice place that I could have like this little corner thingy right there to shaft my power around, and even maybe put the big wheel on it. Oh, that would be even better. So I could big wheel from the platform to the side and have even more. At least for... no, that's dumb. Because if I want to put this as a tank, there's not going to be any liquid flow in there. Oh, come on, there must be a way to do it. I just need to think a little bit more. Well, worst case, we get the shaft down. And we'll... No, it only goes sideways. I don't think it... doesn't feel like it's connecting under. I could be wrong on that. Let's see if I put... upward shaft. Bang, bang, bang. Oops. Come on. No, because normally when it connects, like the network it's gonna connect to is gonna change color. Kind of like when I put this on top of it. It's like the other stuff is highlighted because it's connected to it, so I don't think it's connected from under. That's not gonna make it. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna make it. Scrap that before anyone has stupid ideas to waste resources there, but yeah, so they only connect from the sides. Okay. Because having like shaft coming from under to support the wheel would be nice, but I get it's a bit too broken at that point. And we can have also one there. So making those temporary, as long as, okay, that's the important thing. I need a way back to get the blueprints. Because if I lose the blueprints, oh, no fucking way. Okay, can you store like 200 in those now? Before I start complaining too much. Oh, capacity 100. Okay, never mind. Good. I didn't say anything. Those used to be 1. Like, no, you're not gonna make me build like 200 of those to store books. Come on. But no. Okay, so we can have those just there. That's gonna be 200. That's going to be 1, 2, and we need at least 2 ENS, so that's 4 and 3 just to be safe. So let's go, guys, make books. Next. Kaboom. Remove those. Oh yeah, the other idea I had, I wanted to get a path that goes, basically use this, keep those lines, and go in there with the tunnel, like the little tunnel thingy-majingy that we have. Where is it? There. Oh. Well, too bad I missed that. Gotta remember for next time. Because it used to be more expensive to be lazy on the dynamite placement. That's been nerfed greatly. Like, this was like 2 dynamites plus nitro, 3 dynamites plus nitro, 4 dynamites plus nitro. That's, the 4 deep is only 3. I love it. Thanks. But the idea I had was to make a tunnel going to this one, so we can get up here with ladders. So there would be like a tunnel about this way going across and coming up there. Now that I think about it, how far am I from ladders? They're like 500 science. 800. But once we get those going, my precious. That's where you can really start to do whatever you want. And you go just bridges above bridges above bridges above everything. So basically, I think my next big unlocks, well, sure, zip lines would be fun, but more like fun. Yay, I could, ooh, 200 speed. You know what? If instead we have a zip line up there going to somewhere in the middle here. Wait, what? Oh, I love it. That's nice. Okay. Okay, that's to put a zipline on the large farmhouse. So I could have one right here already on the large farmhouse. I could have one up there, but okay, there must be one for the abyss, right? I don't see it. And that's the other thing. I want to mess around with those, but I need to mess around with those before I plan something. So I think that my best move is going to be, first, well, I need to get the research going. We don't have the brain salt for it. I think the best move would be to try it. Employees connection. Okay, this one doesn't give houses. Feels like a trap. What? Oh, no. That's the upgrade. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so that would replace like this guy, but I want this guy to harvest, so that's not happening here. So I think the best thing I could do is try one just like for fun from up here to somewhere down there. See how that goes. That's already 2 blueprints. Plus, if I need a pile-in... Okay, pile-in is free, so maybe there would be like one there, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I want to mess with that, try it a little bit. And then we can figure out how we do the access there. Do we zip line to it? Or do we just make a tunnel at whatever height we need to go over the pumpkin fields? Sorry. I'm starting to think I'm gonna need berries to expand even more. So to do that, we need to have the path. Okay, we can do something there just for temporaries. Like so. And that will let me cut this path, remove those trees, and let the berries spread even more. Because we're starving for berries right now. We have 2 berries. Okay, granted, once the cereal bars are gonna be full, it's gonna be fine. Oh, okay, estimated time 3 days. Not too bad. But here's the catch. When we get to this guy, they need the bars. 20 per days. That's gonna suck it out super quick. What do we do with this? I don't see it. I'm gonna need even more berries. Basically, the planting there is gonna be not required. Forester is gonna have to go. We don't need that. We're gonna need to get the trees out of here. But at that point, where am I gonna get my logs? It's fine, sure, when we chop all of this down, that's gonna be a huge boost. But after that, we're not anywhere close to have the clockwork thingy. Well, I mean, at least we can have this part still going. Oh, I forgot to turn it on last time. Well, are we making it? No, because what am I doing? Strong alcohol? Well, we're kind of loaded on it. You know what? Let's make some of it. Like, just a 300 in reserve, so if the not the drought, but the bad tide comes, we can at least save those trees and those few berries. Yeah, we can save all of this. That'd be decent. I mean, since it's doing nothing and you... Saltpeter, we are out. No, we're still loaded. You're just slow to bring it there. Because my haulers are too busy with all the other stuff going around. Well, food is going slightly up. Maybe it would be an option. Sorry, I'm having some brain farts right now because I skipped the last the last two breaks. One because I was on the phone, and last one that just happened because I got stuck in that train of thought. But I need a little bathroom break. So give me five. Anyway, they're gonna keep making dynamite and whatnot. I just want to be sure that I have at least two things that are moving forward. Sure. Now we still have the large farmhouse, but the other thing, I'm not really sure what it is right now, and I don't like that. So won't be long. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back with what I hope is full brain functions, well, at least for that time of the day. Can you not reach? No, just not priority. Okay, get rid of those. They're annoying, they're in the way. Thank you. Now, big thing, I keep pushing back because I don't know where to do it. We're just gonna dump that somewhere temporary, so watch it still be there in like 100 cycles, but we need to get those two guys going. So this one can go right there. Boom, done. And the other one, copyist. There. That's a bit high. Cannot fit there. Well, if we put it... I don't want to put it too far. That would be a nice spot for it. But I don't see a way that it fits. Okay, let's just try it there. Can it have this? No. Well, you know what? This works. No. That might cause some backflow pressure. I don't want to drown the place. Don't want to put it there because it's going to cut irrigation. Well, in that corner, no, that makes like a bottleneck. No, anywhere I can think of is a bad idea. Hey, you know what? I don't like it, but it fits. No, because it's gonna be in the way. I want to plant stuff there and whatever. No, 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 no. I mean, sure, I want to get it done quick, but I don't want to shoot myself in the foot at the same time. Well, we could do it right there. If I remove those two paths... Okay, I can hear the complaints. You're cheating. You're blocking a door. Who cares? I already have those are not linked since forever, so cry me a river. That's gonna go there. And that's gonna go there. Voila. Done. We have it. Bat, go. Anyway, that's temporary because we need that now. Good. So you're gonna do farmhouse, and you are gonna do farmhouse. Good. Because I'm gonna be pissed if we get ready on this side and we don't have the blueprints ready. So that's gonna be that. We'll fix it later. I don't plan on leaving it like that. I hate it. It's awful, but it works. So let's leave it there for now. What dirty beavers? Come on, take a bat. Yeah, maybe one river bat for all those beavers is not cutting. Well, there's open spaces. Come on, just go use it. Wash that fur. You're gonna be good. So that pretty much sets up everything we need to get pumpkins going. That's gonna cover the food. During that time, we can start making the dynamite to get a good chunk of that river blown down a bit lower. We're gonna be able to use also a chunk of that to make more rice with those guys there. So probably the plan is gonna be, let's say, this square right there, getting it 2 down, because those guys, in a way, they stop at this pad. Those guys stop over there, but the farm is gonna cover this other zone. So let's say we go from there to there, 2 down. And we're gonna need a path down, so ladders, ladders. All of this is gonna go down. So that's gonna be the patch for the lotus. This can be more rice. This can be pumpkins. This can be pumpkins. I'm not gonna make mats and whatnot. We'll see how it balances. If we need to blast more for lotus, we're gonna blast more. Anyway, in the end, double check. Cabbage, we're gonna be able to make it there. Sunflower, peas, rice. Oh, we can't make the flowers. Okay. So the ultimate plan, we remove the farmhouse, or at least we remove access. We have a not a scavenger flag, the gatherer flag. Whatever we do to get it to harvest. The flowers down there, those guys go away. That's all lotus. They're going to be able to grab the flowers because we're going to need a ton of that for the lotus tea. And we can get that going down there. Paper is getting shredded by the books. We're not even halfway there. But at least we're making it. That's also another thing that's munching on our logs, but we're still super producing. Like, this guy is not even chopping those trees, so I'm not too concerned about our log consumption right now. Tar, we could also look at changing some of those tanks. Nitro, we're not anywhere close to make enough. But we need to get this guy, we need to get this, and we need to get the large farmhouse. We went full circle. It all goes back to blasting that down, getting the farmhouse in place. You know what? We're gonna put those back to priority 1. Get those up to be sure to the higher one. And the farmhouse is gonna go somewhere like this. And if you can have it right there, that covers a huge chunk. And by the distance we see from the farm to where the line ends there, I think that's enough that they can help to cover all of that. And they're going to be able to reach the other side if we have like a straight access all across. So once again, this comes back to getting ladders. So we want to get back onto science. To get back into science, I want to fix food first. So I just need to think a bit ahead of time on where the large farm is going to go in there. But if we just do roughly with the range from there, let's say up to the line that we see there to end, I'm pretty sure if we go right here, we can cover all of this and go all the way up to the other side right here to plant more pumpkins. Sure, that 3 wide zone is a bit janky because they grow in patches of 4. Can we see it when we plant them? Which way they go? Sad. Because the trick is, you plant it like that, but they need a 2x2 square. Unless it was changed. Maybe it's changed now? I don't know. But if they need just 4 pattern still, it's really important the way and where you place like this one tile, because if it goes this way, this way, this way, or this way, it really changes how you place your field. Sure, you can go lazy mode, do that, but you're gonna lose a ton of space because beavers are not gonna be smart. Just gonna do whatever is closer that they can do, and I don't want to do that. I guess the only way to really know what's gonna happen is gonna be to build it. You are books. You are books. You are books. And same for all of you. When we're ready to press a book to the DNS, we are gonna be ready for it. Thank you. And you were, well, we're kind of loaded on gears, but we're using them slowly, but we're using them. So I'm not sure if I can stop this long enough to make the large wheels that anyway we don't have the brain salt, but the large wheel is one of the big ones too we can get to, because from that point power is not going to be a problem and we're going to be able to really boom out more production. Okay, we got one anvil in. Do we have another one on the way? Yes, perfect. So that would be 2, and then we said number 3 and number 4. So that's all we should need in workshop space. Only thing left will be get the power to it. I like that. That's decent. Those guys are still plowing this. Nice. Well, I think that's gonna be a good time to call it for today. We got the mine up. We know where we're going for the large farm. We have the new workshop zone kind of ready-ish to be set up, with the plan to do zip lines over there to just give them a try, see how they work, and then we can see how we want to work with them on this side. So yeah, overall pretty happy with it. Sorry again about the long blank in the middle for the phone call and everything. It's like that. Those evening streams I try to be a bit more relaxed about it, not taking it too serious, so... Ooh, wow, that's a glow. That's a juice? Okay, yeah, with the sun and everything. Okay, that's cool. So, yeah, I think that's the point where we're just gonna let the drought run a little bit more while we do the kiss and cry for today. So, plan is in place for next time. More workshop, large farmhouse. They're gonna build those things we want to get built, and hopefully next time we can plant, if not our first lotus, at least we're gonna be able to plant down our first pumpkins. At least that's the main goal. Thanks everyone for being around. I should be back tomorrow evening for the next part of this. And we'll see if either we have some friend online doing some beavery stuff, or we can try and make new friends. Let's see where we're gonna go. Well, well, well. Look what we got here. Kendler Frog is on Timberborn doing an achievement on Run. I don't know if you're curious about it, but I am, so we're clearly going there. If it doesn't float your goat, sorry about it, but you know what you gotta do. At least come and say hi, don't be a stranger, and I'll be right back. Tomorrow afternoon, as usual, oxygen not included, plenty of fun with that, and tomorrow evening, another little run at the beavers to try and get next step in line. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and